The most important company powering the AI revolution isn't Google, OpenAI, or even Nvidia. It's a chip manufacturer in Taiwan that most people never think about. In fact, without this quiet giant, none of those AI breakthroughs would be possible. This is the story of TSMC, a company from the shadows that has become the foundation of the entire AI world. Nvidia, Google, OpenAI, these are the names splashed across headlines as leaders of artificial intelligence. In 2023, OpenAI's ChatGPT became a household name, and by mid-2025, Nvidia's market value skyrocketed so high that it briefly surpassed Apple at around $4 trillion, making Nvidia the world's most valuable company. But here's the twist. The feats of those companies are built on hardware made by someone else. Nvidia's celebrated AI chips, they're all physically fabricated by a single company. The brains inside every cutting-edge AI server or advanced smartphone owe their existence to an unassuming foundry half a planet away. While Silicon Valley took the spotlight, TSMC's factories in Taiwan were quietly laying down the silicon foundations of the AI boom. TSMC isn't just another supplier, it's the invisible partner behind nearly every AI headline. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. The name isn't glamorous, but in the tech world it commands absolute respect. TSMC is what's known as a pure-play foundry. It manufactures chips for other companies, and crucially, it does not design any chips of its own. This model was the brainchild of founder Morris Chang, who started TSMC in 1987 with a radical pledge: we will never compete with our customers. In practice, that meant TSMC would focus 100% on one thing: making the best chips for anyone who needs them. Rather than bet on any one gadget or company, TSMC effectively bet on all of them. As of 2024, single-handedly accounted for roughly 60% of the world's total chip fabrication market and an even more dominant share of cutting-edge chips. Around 70 to 80% of all 5-nanometer chip production and over 90% of 3-nanometer production. So when it comes to the most advanced chips on Earth, TSMC is almost the only game in town. So many companies now rely on TSMC's advanced technology that it recently became a bottleneck. Demand far exceeded supply. TSMC's production capacity has been under such strain that the company had to double it, from about 13,000 wafers worth in 2023 to approximately 30,000 plus. And still customers keep demanding. TSMC's technological roadmap shows no signs of slowing. The company has been pouring capital into the next leap. The 2-nanometer generation of chips, planned to start production soon. TSMC claims its 2-nanometer will deliver up to 15% faster speeds or 30% power reduction over its 3-nanometer technology. All this brings us to a stark realization. The world's AI revolution and most of the technology market relies on one company and one tiny island, more than any casual observer would guess. TSMC's dominance is rooted in Taiwan. Most of its mega factories are clustered there. Unfortunately, this is where we find the center of one of the most dangerous geopolitical tensions of our time. The People's Republic of China claims Taiwan as its territory and has not ruled out taking it by force someday. The United States, on the other hand, has grown deeply dependent on Taiwan's chips and has implicit security guarantees to Taiwan. It's a tense, delicate balance, and TSMC is right in the middle of it. To understand how dependent we are on Taiwanese silicon, just look at this staggering statistic. The US currently buys about 92% of its most advanced AI chips from TSMC in Taiwan. Essentially, America's AI industry runs on TSMC's output. As historian Chris Miller put it, TSMC's chip fabs are arguably the most important real estate in the world. This vulnerability hasn't gone unnoticed. Governments are scrambling to reduce their dependence on a single island. The United States has pushed TSMC to build new fabs in Arizona, backed by massive subsidies, while Japan has done the same on its own soil. These projects aren't just factories. They're strategic insurance policies, attempts to move a small piece of the world's technological heart somewhere safer. But even as TSMC expands abroad, the reality remains uncomfortable. Recreating what exists in Taiwan isn't something that can be done quickly or easily. The expertise, The suppliers and the scale built over decades can't simply be relocated. For now, the most advanced chips, the ones powering the AI revolution, still come from the same place. This leads us to some tough intellectual exercise. What if TSMC's Taiwan operations were knocked offline? Whether by war, blockade, natural disaster, or even accident, the impact would be nothing short of catastrophic. We got a small preview during the 2021 global chip shortage, when car factories halted because they couldn't get certain semiconductors. Now imagine that on a global scale with high-end chips. Suddenly, no new smartphones, no new cars, no data center upgrades. One analysis by Bloomberg Economics estimated that a full-blown conflict over Taiwan could cost the world economy around $10 trillion, about 10% of global GDP, with the disruption to semiconductor supply being the single biggest factor. Tech companies dependent on TSMC could see their production completely stop for years. It's an almost unthinkable scenario, but not an impossible one, which is why it keeps diplomats, generals, and CEOs up at night. TSMC has often been called a silicon shield for Taiwan. Its importance to every major nation's economy is arguably a deterrent to open conflict. But it also means the world has a gigantic single point of failure in its supply chain. The stakes could not be higher. The company stays mostly in the background by design. You won't see a TSMC sticker on your laptop or an ad on TV. Yet its influence is everywhere. It's in your pocket, in your laptop, in the cloud that stores your data, and in the labs training AI models. By making itself the common ground where all chip designers come to get their ideas made real, TSMC has turned itself into an invisible empire. It doesn't dominate by controlling a software platform or an app ecosystem. It dominates by enabling others to do it. So if so much of our technological future, our AI-driven civilization, hinges on this one company and one small island, are we building the future on a foundation that's just too fragile? What do you think?